Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Wasteland 3. We were exploring the base.
Got a lot of dead bodies. And apparently a door to a potential pit.
The door guarding this hold is enormous and recessed into the wall, floors, and ceiling. It appears that it can only be opened with a numeric keypad on the wall several feet away. Which I already know that you're not going to put in the correct code with the random option.
Figured.
Also, I can loot this corpse. Had some med kits.
Always useful.
Look at all this machinery. If we can get it all running, this will be a good spot for your armory.
God damn it, Quan.
For a second I thought it was me, but then I realized no, there was Quan this time. I was like, yay.
Are
Oh
you
no.
shitting me?
Let's not go into the explosive. Well, one man's trash is not a man's treasure.
Bullets!
Oh, that don't look good. A good idea, that's gonna be a pain in the ass fight.
Huh. A garage. We get this cleaned out, you can put your truck in here.
Repair kit. Cool. Of course, if a young woman lies at your feet, her body contorted in a natural angle. Judging by the smell, she's been here a while.
Oof. Well, let's find out how she died.
The body's unnatural position suggests some kind of seizure, and there are signs of discoloration on her face indicative of heart failure. A heavy metal spanner is gripped tightly in her right hand. The metal is discolored and scorch marks blacken her fingertips. It looks like a textbook case of electrocution. Was wearing a patchwork jumpsuit and a leather tool belt. Her pockets are crammed with fuses, bundles of wire, and bits of circuit boards. Looks like this Wastelander made her living by scavenging and repairing electronics. She would have felt right at home in an old garage like this.
So we're not gonna deal with that.
Rusted slicer dicer. This enormous spider-like robot is in bad shape. It twitches in a puddle of its own fluids, its casing dented and riddled with bullet holes. Judging by the scrape marks on the floor, it looks like someone dragged it into the garage from somewhere else.
Okay, we need mechanics 3 in order to even work on that thing. Let's leave it alone for now until we have a way to make use of it.
This actually brings up a thought I had. Okay, no. Alright. Ah, da, da, da.
even the Zealot's level 9. It's gonna be a while before we even think of taking some of those primary missions.
Looks like we're going to Sheriff Daisy.
Systems active. Greetings, Rangers. Systems active. Systems active. Greetings, Rangers.
Okay. Yes, I'm sure I want to go to Colorado Springs.
How can you be dead? Please! My son's not a Dorsey! Let him go!
Oh boy.
You don't look like marshals. Do you work for the Patriarch?
Well, the Rangers, we work for anyone who needs our help.
Then my boy needs your help. He's going to be executed. And they won't listen when I say he's no killer. Judge Watkins has sentenced my son to die. Austin is all I have left. Everyone else died on the plains. He's a good boy. He never hurt anyone. I'm sure of it. Please, maybe Watkins will listen to you.
What happened? Why is your son
I
sentenced
don't
to
even
death?
know why he was rounded up. He won't tell me. Says he's embarrassed. I know they caught him doing something wrong, but he says he never hurt anyone. If you talk to him, maybe he'll tell you what happened. Sometimes it's easier to talk to a stranger than your mother. I know that much.
Who's your son?
Austin Pease, the skinny boy up on the platform. I can't imagine he killed anyone. We've seen enough death on our way out here. He never wanted to hurt anyone, ever.
I guess what's your story?
Our family escaped the wars in the East. Tried to make our way across the plains. My husband, my other son, my daughters. One by one, picked off and killed. Now it's just the two of us. And I'm gonna lose him too. Please, help my son! We ain't gonna murder our lives! We ain't weak like you!
Oh, there you are. This dour man looks at the pillaries with an expression of grim satisfaction. His sallow skin pulls tight over his face, and his thin lips press together in a hard line.
Howdy, Judge.
Oh boy.
How's your heart? Still colder than a well digger's ass?
Marshal Quan, impertinent as ever, I see. Rangers, I am Magistrate Silas Watkins. I have heard of your arrival, partly from the confessions of the Dorsey Raiders. You'll be pleased to know that I sentenced them to death for their part in the attack on the city and your convoy.
What's with the pillaries?
They are the only instrument of justice we need. Serious offenders die by exposure. Sometimes I might grant a reprieve after frostbiters claim their extremities.
Okay, that's a bit extreme. You have no other punishments here?
For some offenses, we have a work camp on the plains. I don't approve of their methods, but it's outside my jurisdiction. Minor infractions, like public drunkenness or disorderly conduct, are punished by a short stay in the sheriff's lockup.
Let's talk about something else.
Proceed.
You have
His
a
mother
young
says he's
prisoner
done nothing
A
living-
wrong.
mother will say anything to save her child. If you want the truth, talk to the boy yourself.
Okay, that's
Indeed.
what we'll have to do.
Teenage prisoner is gaunt and pale, his hair is tousled and greasy, his face angular with hunger. He stares at the pillories with dread, swallowing occasionally. He sees you staring at him and snaps back to reality.
Sorry, I didn't mean to ignore you. Just got a lot on my mind. Made a real big mistake. See, the Plains gangs chased my mom and me off our land. We lost everything. Heard this was a place of God-fearing people and thought they'd do right by us. People here kept us out in the cold, letting us starve to death while they sat inside, warm and fed. Then the Dorseys came and gave me some food and some kindness and asked me to do some vandalism. I figured what was the harm? I never killed no one, but I did bust some windows. Marshals caught me doing it, and they said I was working with the Dorseys. Magistrate agreed, so here I am. Mom would have talked me out of it. Should have talked to her first.
Why'd you do it?
We were starving. No two ways about it. We were going to die. Dorseys gave us food. I figured a few windows was a worthwhile trade for the bread and meat that saved our lives.
Honestly, it doesn't sound like the punishment fits the crime.
I thought it was too harsh, but what happens if I speak up now? Will they come after my mom? I can't take the chance.
Well, we know what his sentence is, so what's that worth to you? Let's see if we can free you.
Magistrate's a hard man. I wish I could believe it'd work. I'd do anything for someone who could get me free without hurting anybody in the process. Guess I don't have any money to give you, but I'd pay you back in hard work, if you'll have me.
Do you have any useful skills?
I'm used to hard work around the homestead, and I ain't too bad with a gun either. My folks made sure I could hunt and fight. I always dreamed of coming to the big city and being a newspaper man. You know, interviewing people, telling the truth about how things really are. Sure didn't turn out like I hoped.
Okay, well, let's see if we can get him out
Nice
of here.
talking to you.
Rangers, what brings you here?
You didn't kill him. What will it take to free him?
His crimes are still severe. He was part of the Dorsey uprising. He caused significant property damage. His actions diverted marshals from responding to reports of attacks, magnifying the harm the Dorseys were able to inflict. Argue a case, and I might show lenience.
Wow,
Thank God we
Mason.
have Kiss Ass 4. It's a good thing I put points into that. Let's do it.
I am not certain you truly understand the Patriarch's justice, but your words ring true. Perhaps death is too severe a punishment.
He thinks a moment, tapping his lips.
This is irregular, but it is within my powers to grant you full custody of Austin Peace. Any further infractions he may commit are the Ranger's responsibility. I would recommend keeping him out of trouble. You should inform the boy. Best he hears the good news from you.
Will do.
Still here. Not looking forward to what comes next.
We talked to the magistrate. He says he'll release you, but you'll be working for us now.
What? Are you serious? You really saved my life and I get to be a ranger? Soon as they let me free, I'm going straight to your headquarters. I'll do whatever you need me to do. Clean guns, scrub toilets, you name it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, at least now we can tell his mom that
How can you be dead?
we managed to save a kid.
You Rangers are heroes. I'm gonna tell everyone what you did for my son. Thank you. Thank you.
How does it feel now?
Bastards!
Bastards!
If it's too dangerous for you, Marshals, maybe I should go in there myself. Sheriff Daisy! Sheriff!
Miss, please.
I've had enough of this. Why won't you people do anything?
Sounds like a good time for us.
The sheriff is a statuesque woman with graying blonde hair and steel in her smile.
Well, now you must be the Rangers. I'm the sheriff around here, but you can call me Daisy. Old Saul tells me you're a bunch of badasses, and I ain't one to turn away a badass, especially at a time like this. I reckon you already heard all about the Dorsey raid, so I won't bore you with the details. Suffice it to say, we whooped 'em good, and the survivors are holed up in the Garden of the Gods with a bunch of hostages. Thing is, I lost a lot of marshals. My boys and girls are tired and beat up. You want to make some fast friends around here? You could go into the garden and speak to those Dorseys for us. Maybe find out how the hell they got into the city in the first place.
And by speak, you mean shoot the everlasting shit out of them and save those hostages, right, boss?
Quan, I hear you're some fancy liaison now. Old Saul taking my people without even asking? How dare he? Anyway, yes, you rascal. That's exactly what I mean. But question him first, you hear?
Ma'am, yes, ma'am.
We'd be glad to help.
Yep.
And I'm glad to hear it. The job's easy enough, if you like using bullets.
Cody
Now, the
most certainly
Dorsey's
does.
hostages are from the fancy side of town. 100 families folk. Try to get 'em out of there alive, or I'll never hear the fucking end of it.
I only promise to try.
And please, take young Miss Weston with you. I need that girl out of my hair. In fact, I'm gonna insist. I'm telling Lupinski not to let you into the garden without her. But don't worry. She knows which end of the gun the bullets come out of.
That's more than some people.
Go in there and kick some ass, Rangers.
I'm not sure why the sheriff didn't assign me marshals, but, well, beggars can't be choosers. I am the Miss Wesson she spoke of. Lucia Wesson, daughter of Percival Wesson and Maria Reyes of the 100 Families. As Sheriff Daisy told you, they and some of our neighbors were taken hostage by the Dorseys, and I mean to free them. All of them. So, I am ready when you are.
Hopefully you're a better shot than Mason.
What is
It's
the
a
Garden of
project
the
of
Gods?
the Ward family. A showcase for their know-how. They grow food there using the latest technologies. Colorado Springs leads the world in science.
Sure.
But there are plenty of places to hide in the garden. The Dorseys could be laying for us anywhere. We shall have to be cautious.
What can you tell us about the Dorseys?
No good traitors, that's what they are. Used to be 100 families, like us, but rotten. Backstabbers, every one of them. At least that's what my father says. They rebelled against the Patriarch before I was born, and were driven from the city. I was always told they were dead and gone. It seems I was misinformed.
You and everyone else.
Yep.
What about your combat experience?
Certainly. My father taught me to shoot almost before I could walk, and I'm the best shot in the city.
Remains to be seen.
Oh, it's true. She's a prodigy, all right. Also a pain in the ass.
Well, you got me on one.
No. But I have hunted. There's no need to worry that I will be shy about pulling the trigger. I promise, strangers, if it is to save my family, I will not hesitate.
Okay.
Guess we'll see. Alright, well. Alright, then let's go.
At last.
We'll have our revenge. You ain't seen the last of us.
You got business with McTavish? Come
Nope.
to the machine shop. If not, then fuck off.
Bastards!
I'm still
No
trying to
mercy
remember my
on
way
your
around
souls,
here, people. Shut the
Colorado.
fuck up.
No regret.
Dorsey
no
scum!
repentance.
Is
No
there no
mercy
map
on
in
your
the
souls, Colorado.
Cowardly attack on Colorado Springs!
Oh, darn it, Martha. Why else would I even keep a shotgun around if I don't use it?
Do you know who those outlaws are?
Garden of the Gods is just north of Market Square. Marshal Lupinski should be out front.
A scrawny old man with a shotgun? Hang on, I'm not that old.
Oh, Josiah, just put down the gun and let someone else handle this, all right?
Consarn it. You Dorsey peckerheads, get on out of there.
He shot a nearby shop and waving a shotgun around.
Hush up now, Josiah. You can't go in there alone. They'll kill you.
She's right, they will.
You think I can't handle myself? I've put down worse than these in my time.
Now you're talking like an old man again.
Oh, since
Yep.
when? You've been a shopkeeper all your life.
When she notices you, an expression of relief crosses her face.
Will you help me talk some sense into this old fool? If he goes after those Dorseys, he'll get himself killed.
What's going on here?
Some of those Dorsey bastards are hiding out in my shop. My shop! Finest clothing store in the whole dang town. So I'm going in after them.
Why don't you go to ask the marshals for help?
They're too busy. Besides, a man should be able to protect his own shop.
Oh, you want them to have killing the Dorseys? We're in.
Finally, someone with some spine. I'd do it all myself, but since you're new in town, I figured you'd need to show your mettle.
Josiah, don't you do this. Let these people handle it. They've had plenty of experience by the look of them.
Well, I'm ready when you are.
Ignoring his wife, he raises his shotgun.
We'll handle this ourselves. You stay
Thank
here.
you.
We want you to live.
Keep an old man from killing himself, will you?
Fine.
Killing myself? Can't you pretend to have some faith in me, Martha? Especially in front of these soldier types?
He shakes his head, then turns to you.
You do this, you'll get a nice discount at the shop. Assuming I still have a shop by the time it's all over. Well, go on then.
Shit, Hotlanders! We thought you was all dead! Back off!
Three different enemies.
I done told you! Don't come any closer!
Just want to talk, attack, or kiss ass.
Well, it'll save keep things from exploding in the clothing store, which means he'll actually be able to do his job. So, you morons are holed up in a clothing store. Put on some new duds and just walk out of town.
Nah, you're right. We're gone. Huh, nice get up.
Phew, boy. Thanks again for taking care of those Dorseys. We'll clean up the old store and make it good as new. Pretty soon we'll be selling suits, pants, hats, and all the rest. Finest garments in town. And here, a little token of our appreciation.
Oh, cool. $56.
Come on back after we
Yeah, that's
reopen the
useful.
shop.
You got an attribute point, Mason. What you doing with it?
What did strength govern again? Because that's my lowest right now. Constitution. 1 into strength.
You got 3 skill points.
Okay. 1 into lock picking. Anything above that uses 2, so let's not go down yet. Let's see. Scroll down a bit. What was the... Let's see. When will we get a mechanic? Because if we don't get one soon, then maybe I'll just put the 2 points into that for now. That way we can do some more stuff. Either that or explosives.
Well, Mason, that really depends on point allocation towards other characters.
True. But I shouldn't spread myself too thin. Too many skill points without being able to use them would just be a waste. Let's see. One more into kiss ass. I think that leaves up the last 2.
You're correct.
Yep.
And you get a perk.
Alright, so what are the different perks?
They've got the 5 non-skill perks here. There's a perk for small arms. A nerd stuff perk you can get. A first aid perk. That's about it right now.
Okay, what's the nerd stuff perk?
Override side effect. All beliefs are permanently replaced with bloops. Robots you hack will now be attacked by other enemies.
All bleeps are replaced with bloops? I don't entirely know what that means.
It's flavor text, Mason. It means nothing.
It means Alright, so all the puck does is that enemies
Is that
will
a
now
hacked
attack my
robot?
robots.
A robot you hack will now be attacked by enemy units, so they don't just ignore it.
That doesn't seem like a really good,
Mason, would you rather hack an enemy and have enemies attack it, or would you rather the enemies only focus on you?
Okay, yeah, that's actually a better option then.
So what it does is now they
override.
recognize it's an enemy, so they'll attack it, to making so you actually have another target for them to hit besides you.
Alright, targeting override.
This here's Market Square. The Arapahoe Garage is just outside the city gates. My old friend Doc Parker set up a clinic there. Parker's the best doctor in town. Be a hell of an asset if we can persuade him to join the Rangers. Careful, though. The Doc is prickly at the best of times. And these are not the best of times.
Jesus, loaves and fishes, Christ! That's a bomb under my stall, ain't it?
Oh, shit, Taiwan. God, it is.
We best stay back.
Nah, that sucks for you, don't it?
God damn it! Where are the marshals?
They've got their hands full licking their wounds.
Is there anything we can even do? I don't think any of us
Back
have
up
anything for
slowly.
bombs. Wait, what did it say?
Oh,
Oh,
we
that's right.
do.
I have a single point in explosives.
Depends on how fond of your fingers you are. And your arm.
holy mackerel!
Well, we just fixed it.
Better stay back from my stall. Those goddamn Dorseys dropped a landmine under it.
Yeah, we know, we just fixed it.
We defused
We
it.
defused it.
That's great news. Here's a little something for you. I'm back in business.
I forgot I put a point in explosives. Unshaven and slovenly, Marshal Lipinski shifts his unlit half-smoked cigar to the corner of his mouth as you approach.
I heard we had some new arrivals wash on in. Military types, they said. Can't really see the difference between you and the ordinary class of mercs.
I take offense to that. My beard is clearly more trimmed.
Well, much as I'd love to shoot the shit with you tryhards, Sheriff Daisy said to let you go on in. So, go on. Give them Dorseys some hell.
Marshal Lupinski, I expect you to moderate your language in the presence of a young lady.
My apologies, mistress. I meant no disrespect. Best of luck to you and your companions here.
How many are there?
Nope.
Fantastic. I love our odds.
Alright, well, let's go.
No room for amateurs in this town. You hear? No room.
Bye.
Hello? Whoever just came up from the city, come in. This is Bellamy Ward. There are Dorseys all over the garden. I'm pinned down on a high ledge. Can you reach me?
We can try. We're the Rangers. Sit tight, we'll take care of the Dorseys.
Oh, thank God. I'll call out if I see you, as long as it's safe. Hey! You on the ledge! Hands up! Oh no, they found me.
Well, let's go save his ass. Did you just make a chicken your ally?
I'm trying to, but it's just not letting me.
Oh, that sucks. Definitely be hilarious.
There's a particular reason why it won't let me, I just don't know what the reason is.
Get down from there, or we're coming up. You don't want to do that. Oh yeah? Why not? I've got this whole place rigged to blow. That's why.
Well, we gotta save his
Well,
ass.
where did you come from? Back the hell off, or you're dead.
What's going to be, Mason?
Our ass.
Oh, shit.
That's one dead. %. Yeah, I saw that coming. What if that thing blows up?
Slice off some bacon flank! You can't shoot me now!
Gonna gun you down! Flanking them Heartlanders!
Get him, Major Tom, get!
Ain't none till the Dorsey's still breathing!
Nice shot,
Nice.
Mason.
Yeah, got lucky there.
Moldy suck, muscle tissue, scrap, more scrap.
And that's all.
The young gentleman is covered in dirt and shivering from the cold. His eyes are wide and shocked.
Oh, God. Did the Patriarch send you? I'm sorry. I need to warn you. The Dorseys are gathering up ahead between the Gateway Rocks.
Bellamy! Bellamy, look at me. Have you seen my family? Are they here?
Lucia? I thought you were with your family. Oh, thank God you're not. Thank God. They went up ahead with their hostages, but... Lucia, I heard gunfire and screaming. You need to be ready for the worst.
If they've done anything to my people, I'm going to end them all.
Her eyes brim with tears and she turns away angrily when she sees you looking.
Please do. I'll tell whatever I can to help. It's not much, but...
Who are you and what are you doing here?
My name is Bellamy Ward. I'm a scientist. I invented the solar collectors and experimental farms on top of the rocks. I was calibrating the solar arrays when the Dorseys came through here, herding their hostages with them. So I hid up here and kept out of sight. They're savages. Animals. They beat those people. Laughed at them when they begged for their lives. The kids were screaming, so they beat them too. Then they dragged them all further on, toward their camp.
Do you really have this place rigged with explosives?
God, no. I was stalling for time. If I had a few hours and the right chemicals, though, I could have prepared quite a surprise for them.
Where are the hostages?
I think they took everyone to their camp, just past the Gateway Rocks.
What about my family, Belle?
Last I saw them, they were all right. They were scared and a little banged up, but they were still alive.
Thank you.
Saved my life. I won't forget it.
Hot Wheels car. You seriously still bleeding out?
I thought the symbol was gone, so she was fine.
Why did you stop bleeding now? 30 odd 6 energy cells and an injury kit. Twisted hydraulic, black sludge, scrap, and purified tar. A Tommy gun! And
That could be
.45.
useful.
And I still haven't leveled up. And a shrink grenade.
Those don't look.
I'll come back for those.
The thing's about already having an animal companion?
Okay, that's what
You already
so I
have-
can't do it because I have Major Tom.
That explains it. Maybe you need to get a higher level so you can have more than one companion.
God damn it, Mason.
Salutations, pants, stabbings!
I'm gonna come at the rear. Gun you down.
You just had to stand in front of their eyesight, didn't you, Mason?
This is gonna be explosive!
Time for a reckoning.
Well, at least now it won't attack us.
You motherfucker.
Did he miss?
Why are you shit? Goes for all of you.
Can all get out together. My bullets are skull nukes.
The deluge is coming for us all!
You shot our cat. We're not gonna let you live after that.
God damn it, Major Tom.
You are vicious. I like it. Come on, hit for once. Are you able to blow up that barrel behind them? Wait, no, you'll hit the cat.
Mason, that is not an explosive barrel. You can tell because it's not red. I can't even target it, and it's in my range, Mason. It takes me 3 action points to heal myself? What the fuck?
We'll be cleansed!
Ow.
Our bullets! Our skull pits!
Good job.
Thank you.
Wait, he's red now. Doesn't mean the charm's over?
Yeah, it means my charm's off.
Darn.
Now you done pissed us off!
You son of a...
Now you done pissed us off!
Nope. Major Tom's got a bit of a vendetta on you.
Yeah, you're not living after this.
How do we get here? Bloodbeast Fang, Bloodbeast Fur, Acidic Sludge, Wolf Skull Ornament, Scrap Armor, Scout Pants, Frozen Heart, Muscle Tissue, Toxic Spines, 30-06, Scrap, Polaroid, Shotgun Shells, more Muscle Tissue, 9mm, Scrap, and $10. I don't know about you, Lep, but I am thoroughly disappointed.
But we can use at least use the armor to improve our teammates. Because I don't think they're worth anything.
Where do I want to put this? 3 skill points. Sure. That gives me 4 skill points now. Two into you. Inspire your nearby allies and grant you abilities to command the battlefield. What do I got here?
That would affect Major Tom, too.
Yes, yes, it would. I'm just curious here what else I got access to. Oh, that hurts.
You could have used that earlier.
No, Mason. Have you read the flavor text?
There's a famous two-step defense against oncoming fireballs, and no one actually does it. Sounds about right.
If you know what you're doing, anymore, it's just another tool. Disarming landmines has a 33% chance to drop a grenade. Yeah, as it stands. Passive bonuses. What? Okay, drops to 25% Constitution, gain 50% critical chance. And now Major Tom's even harder to kill.
Good. No one hurts our kitty cat.
Mile High Mug Filler. Well, we lack the means to do so.
Honestly, I'm thinking next one I'm just gonna put some, like, 2 or 3 points into mechanics. I think it'll be useful of all. Just to mix up mechanic and nerds in the group.
Waste Wolf Alpha. Good God. Never mind. Not worth it right now.
We have to kill everything else. But right now, no.
Oh, Merc armor, Radtech armor, Merc helmet. 7.62, 30-6. Flamethrower fuel.
What's in that pit?
You don't want to know.
The scent of charred meat and burnt hair wafts from the pit. Smoking bodies contorted by agony or post-mortem muscle contraction lie curled atop one another. It is impossible to identify the corpses, but they appear to be both adults and children. Lucy stares at the bodies. Her knuckles are white on the grips of her guns, and her breath comes in little gasps.
I'm not that insensitive to ask that. Just, no.
Explosive gas, she releases her breath and squares her shoulders.
I don't know if they're here or not. I can't... Come on. Let's find the monsters who did this.
Agreed.
Near the edge of the pit, Childside's corpse appears to be clutching something as if it were protecting it or hiding it.
That was one of the Skylar girls, I think. Seems like we ought to leave her alone. Feels an awful lot like grave robbing.
Lucia turns away, looking like she's going to be sick.
I don't know if I want to take that now. Could be something that lets us know more about the enemy, but it does feel like grave hopping. Holy shit.
It could also be a family heirloom.
Which, if we return to the family, they might want that back. Shit.
All the moral decisions, Mason.
Ugh.
Well, it's got like 4 minutes left in this recording, Mason. You might want to hurry it up on that.
Leave it in the pit.
Nothing else in the pit catches your attention. The bodies and any other items they carry to burn beyond recognition. As I said, that'll do it for this episode. We will see you all in the next one.
We hunt down the child-killing bastards.